Hello everyone and welcome back to another Poppy Builds video. Yay! Today I am wanting to design a beautiful little tiny home by the seaside. That is not what I end up designing, but that was the initial inspiration behind this build. I wanted to build a very tiny little yellow cottage for a garden enthusiast. That did not happen. This is quite large, especially the outdoor space. So I will definitely be doing another tiny little yellow cottage in the future. So please enjoy this bigger version of it instead. This is a medium-sized cottage by the sea. So it's now aptly named a yellow house by the seaside instead of a tiny cottage. But that was my initial inspiration behind the build. So today you're going to be seeing a lot of color, greenery, and just like cozy vibes in this house, but on a larger scale. And a really big backyard. Like, what I have built right now is nothing as to what the ending is about to be. So do get excited. This is going to be a 1-bedroom home. What I wanted to do initially was have a second pull-out couch on the top floor, but I decided against it because it didn't suit the vibe of what I wanted. So instead I kept it just a 1-bedroom home. If you have Sims and they have guests over, they've either got to sleep in the bed with you or sleep on the couch. So this is going to be the home initially. So the inside is a little bit small. That's the whole point, because that's where my vibe was. But again, it's not tiny, it's just a little small. So that was the initial vibe. And I was playing around with the space, and then I realized that it was all a bit too awkward, so expanding it really helped shape up the space. So the entryway is very awkward because that's where the kitchen is going to be, but it actually suits it. I like how this build turned out. I would love to live in a little yellow cottage. Actually, I would like to live in a medium-sized yellow cottage. 2-3 bedrooms would be ideal, just for me, no one else, but 2-3 bedrooms and a large backyard like this. Oh, I would die. I would love a backyard this big. And a balcony. Oh, so exciting. So this little back end piece, this massive expansion, because I wanted to be for a gardener, is just going to be pots. It's only going to be pots in the back, which I think is a very good idea. And there's just tons of outdoor space in here. So it's definitely a place to really adore the views, the vibes, the warm sea breeze. One of my favorite things in the world is a warm sea breeze. Not a cold sea breeze, that makes me sad. A warm sea breeze though, or a cold sea breeze but on a warm day. You know what I'm saying. I got a slushie today and it is delicious. As you can see here, I spent a lot of time having issues with the balcony on the tiny home. So like the deck just continuously disappeared. Do I know why? No. So please do enjoy me trying to build around that, because it just literally would disappear. Like the deck that the ladder is going up to. It just, where did it go? Do I know? Nope, it just left me. I do really like the outside though. I would love to have a swatch with a beautiful, like a bold yellow this color, but a little bit more well polished. We have like one yellow wallpaper and then like a few pale yellow wallpapers. There's nothing really like outdoor vibrant. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 that are indoor vibrant, but not for the outside. So I would like that to change. But I think this for now it's okay. But a cottage core would be ideal for this tiny home, or small home. Apologies, it's not tiny. Oh my goodness. I've got my windows open today, which it's not a great idea because it is still pollen season, but yesterday it was like 90 degrees, which is like 35 Celsius. And it was hot because all the other days have been nice and cool and temperate. And then today is cool, so I'm trying to take advantage of the cold weather and keep my windows nice and open. But fun fact, there's also a wind advisory, so there are gusts of up to 60 miles per hour. I've brought all my plants inside because they're in their like seedling phase, so I'm very afraid they're gonna die. So I've brought them all inside, like topple over and just explode. So they are all nice and safe inside with me. But it is very windy in here, and I still have to have my windows open. So as you can see, as I'm laying down this tile, I kind of went away from the cottage vibes and just, I went with whatever I like vibes. So that's what this build has transformed into. I've still tried to keep like warm and cozy, but more with like whatever I like. It's a good way to build things. I told people about this in one of my other videos, which I think should already be on my channel, I don't remember which one, that I had a very vivid dream about building my own house, and so that will be built soon on my channel. Do get excited for it. But it was genuinely the strangest dream out. I've been having very vivid dreams lately, but they're not nightmares, so I'm really okay with that. But I don't like remembering my dreams, because then you think to yourself, how is my brain physically capable of coming up with such crazy things? And I had a dream with my neighbor in it, and we were like, we had to go deep sea scuba diving, and my like where I sit at my desk, I have pens and pencils in like mason jars, and it was like of dire importance that I took them with me, and then one of them fell and I had to go dive in, and he was screaming, no, like you'll die and this will be all over the news. And it was, but I saved the pens, and then I also saved all of the fruit and vegetables for the whole city. So I hate having dreams, and I don't like remembering them because they're always I don't like them, okay? So I hope soon that I will stop having vivid dreams, unless they are about designing awesome houses. But that previous dream, oh my goodness, it's like still shaking me to the core. Okay, this bathroom is so cute. I like the tiles in here because it's just very warm and cozy, and I added some flower mats, which again, adorable. Like, what else can I say? But I did something very exciting, and I decided to add an open window, which I thought was a very good idea. Because it's just, I don't know, it kind of gave the space a little bit something different. But again, if you had guests over, you wouldn't want to, you know, poop. Teehee. You'd have to go very quietly, or while the tap is on, because of the open window, or the curtains she's put in there are soundproof. LOL. So I've gone with a nice orange kitchen cabinet counter. Again, a nice lilac would have suited this very beautifully, but no lilac, so instead I've gone with orange, which also looks quite nice. So as you can see, working with this L shape space, made me want to expand it. And then I didn't like how it looked in the front, so I went against it, which meant that I really had to work well with what I wanted to do. Like, I had to be very intentional. And I do think it turned out like it was optimally designed. There was a little bit of bare space, like walking through, but you need a hallway to walk through, so I'm not super satisfied with the first floor, but I think I did it justice. I think it looks just fine. It's not like top notch. I think other people could have designed the space a lot nicer. Like, I don't know if I should have put the dining table somewhere else, or it could have like just had like a smaller dining table. I don't know. Those lamps are gorgeous. Oh, that was fun. The power just went out where I live. Good thing I don't need internet to play The Sims or record The Sims, but again, 60-mile-per-hour winds. I am quite scared that the power will be knocked out, so I've been downloading stuff from Netflix to watch just in case the power does go out. Or I can read a book. I've just brought home, I think, 6 books from the library, and they're all new 2021 releases. It's a bit of a tongue twister, so I'm very excited to read them. But I'd also like to watch TV, so either or. Either or if the power goes out. Which reminds me, I need to put my laptop on charge. 1 second. Okay, and I am back. Whew. Okay, so for these little picture frames, I did something I've never done before in a build, which I will now be doing in many more builds, which was, you'll see in a second when we get back to it, I added flowers underneath them to just, I don't know, break them up, look a little different, and I liked it a lot. I think they look really, really cute. It looks like a ladder wall with pictures, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. So, no biggie, everyone. No biggie. Yep, the power did go out. I told you download stuff for Netflix, and I can no longer. So I will have to wait, because it's back on, but the internet has not connected. Really do like doing these sim builds because I get to talk about Sims and just random things in my life. So thank you to my very, very small following, i.e. the 2 people that watch my videos. It's been great. Thank you, and I really do hope you enjoy my ramblings and my builds, and that if this is your first video you've ever seen of mine and you do like my rambling, feel free to subscribe. I try to post 2 videos every week, and I like to talk over them, but I always tell people if I go too fast or too slow, feel free to mute me, speed it up, just enjoy the build. That's what I like to do sometimes if I don't want to listen for too long. So why would I ever hold that against anyone for the things that I myself do? But I also know my sim speed builds are slower speed builds than other people, because I do the speed builds at the pace I can watch. I will get sick if it is too fast, and again, I think it's easier to listen to someone talk faster than it is to listen to someone talk slower. So that is why these are a little bit slower, because it is my personal preference. Because I would throw up, which is just so terrible. I hate how motion sick I get. It's just terrible. Terrible, people. Thankfully, I don't get motion sick on planes. Even as a kid, I could not swing on the swings at recess because I literally would get ill. The only time I ever swung on the swings, I think swang is not grammatically correct, I ever swung on the swings was to go really high and then jump off, and then I would have to walk a little bit to walk off the nausea. So yes, that is why the speed of my videos is this speed. So I hope you are okay with that, because I think it is just right. So her little bedroom is nice and cozy with a lot of color, very simple, not as much like cottagey as, again, intentionally planned. The bed is very cute though, that definitely fits cottage vibes. But in all, this is just a build that I'm kind of doing what I like and keeping it a bit colorful and a bit cozy. So this is when I was attempting to put in this pull down bed. It just didn't suit it, which kind of really sucked because I did want it to have it, but it just did not work. So instead I decided to make the top floor a living room and study. It was always going to be a living room, but like a living room / spare bedroom, but instead it is just a living room and a nice large study space. Kept an orange couch to match the orange counters, and a pink couch to match the walls. So, all very good design on my part, thank you. Oh, I just drank some of my slushie and it's a bit cold and it's in my throat and whew. Okay, back in business. So look, I just decided to make the whole entire living room as colorful as possible. I added those like spiky circle rugs and I am very content with it. So the whole top is a little bit pink inspired with just color, some plants, and a space that really just screams warmth and comfort and like hugs. This is a huggable living room. Some string lights, you are welcome. They do look fantastic. And I think putting that desk there actually works quite well. This is a window so they get a bit of a view. But I also think that me not putting windows on the front worked really well, because it allowed for the living room space, and there's so many big windows in the back that it just suited it. And as you can see here, the stupid balcony, it just kept on glitching, so I had to design it at a specific angle, i.e. this exact angle. Otherwise it just would disappear and then put all of the stuff in the bottom. Do I know why? No. A glitch, I guess. Will I report it? No. I think it's like, it was just such a weird fluke that I really think it was fine. But it's just so strange, like, why didn't it work? Because it works here and then you go one way, the other way goes away. Very weird. Very, very weird. As you can see, the tiles went into the bottom floor, so it's quite dark. Now for this little balcony, I wanted this balcony to be a party space. That these lights had a pole on the other end, or like when you flip them that they would match, because you can't sync up the lanterns or the other ones with like the floating lights, because then they're like off, and you can kind of get away with it with these little tiny tulip, like, you know, the small light bulbs, like Christmas light kind of light bulbs, but not with the big lanterns, which is really, really unfortunate because they're so beautiful, but I rarely have an opportunity to use them because, surprise, surprise, I would like to have, I don't want it to just be randomly floating and not attached to anything. And I mean, yeah, I could attach it to the roof, but, or like a wall, but why? So that balcony is going to be a party space balcony. And then this big, massive space is going to be for a pool. I wish, oh gosh, I wish we had like bridges that went over pools, because I would have had like a bridge go over the pool. That would have been to die for. But I don't have that, so I improvised, but that's what I wanted. I just couldn't do it. And then truthfully, I was too lazy to design this massive space, so I just cut off a little bit of it. And yeah, looks fine to me, I don't mind it. But it was definitely lazy designing on my part. Yeah, the backyard is definitely just a little bit simple, not much pizzazz going on, which that's totally fine. It's fine. It's not fine. I wish I had done more, but also I didn't really want to do more. I wanted it to have a pool, so when she got tired swimming in the sea. Again, what is this world? It's a world that comes with the social packs. Oh my gosh, what is this world? Oh, Windenburg. Is Windenburg in the seaside? Is it, again, a cove? It might be a cove. Before I was thinking it might have been a bay, like San Francisco Bay or Chesapeake Bay, or, you know, there's tons of bays. A bay wherever. Those are the main bays I know. As a living in America. It might be a cove. Before I was thinking it was a bay, but a cove sounds pretty good. I think Windenburg's in a cove. I've decided I'm not gonna Google it. I can Google it, but nope, we're good. No, thank you. I'm gonna pretend it's a cove. Windenburg Cove. Yeah, if you live in a cove, you're especially on the island, you're rich, baby. Obviously, look how big her house backyard is. She's got a nice piece of land. She just has a smaller home. But that's pretty much the whole entire interior design for a piece of land in Windenburg Cove. Is that accurate? No. Well, that's my imagination, the gameplay we're going to pretend for today. And so I'm just going to make her house a little bit secluded and add some nice trees. I really wanted her to have this be like a personal haven. Fun fact, I keep on saying her because the sim I designed this for specifically is a female. You might see her, you might not. If she pops up on the screen, I will point her out. But that's who I was designing for. But this sim house can be for anyone. That's just who I had in mind when I created this. I wanted it to be secluded, cute, almost a little yellow cottage by the seaside, but not actually, because it did not end up being that. These ferns are my favorite thing. They really are great as ground cover. I do hope we get some more of this eventually. Also, with the ladder, it's not really accessible. I wanted to use it as like a fire escape ladder, so it is there. I'm not sure if your Sims can like easily walk through vines and stuff like on the ground, like ivy. Like knockoff English ivy, that's kind of what I assume it is. It's obviously not poison ivy. Your Sims walk through it, they get sick. That would be terrible. Just to have it everywhere. Oh, that would be horrible. They definitely would not want kids because they would play in that so fast. Did you know that reactions to poison ivy just mean you are allergic to it? Some people don't actually react, which I do think is absolutely crazy. That like so many people have such a high like allergy to it. Interesting. My assumption is that a lot of humans died in the past because of poison ivy, so we developed like an allergy to it for our safety. So that's my guess. But it's not poison ivy in The Sims, which is very lucky. I also couldn't really find a terrain paint that matched this Windenburg like gray paint. I don't know if there was like one I missed, but I couldn't find it, so I just tried to go very light on the terrain paint because I like how it faded into the space. It looks really beautiful, but I just couldn't find one that matched, so I just tried to go as close as possible, and it was easier adding a little bit of brown. But where was this grey? I wish I knew. But that's all of the terrain I add, one little rubbish bin, so let us go and tour this build. Welcome to a yellow house by the seaside in Windenburg. A cottage, but not. So this is going to be our beautiful kitchen slash entryway. Very awkward L-shaped, but still nicely designed. I do like that hanging lantern in there, it's very cute. Through here is the bathroom. I don't know why there are no ceilings. There are ceilings in the build. The walkthrough just did not pick them up. I like this bathroom. I think it's very nicely shaped. This is a bedroom full of color and coziness. There are ceilings. Where are they? I don't know, but they are there. Once again, this is the kitchen. And our beautiful wallpaper frames, and then up we go the stairs. I did fix this interior paint before I uploaded it, so we had a little mishap right there, but everything else is good to go. And this is our beautiful upstairs living room with just so much color, and then our floating furniture. But see, it went in, it went out. Ridiculous, but it's there. This is the backyard. Simple in nature, but still quite nice. I think adding that tree with lanterns really helped the space. A nice little patio place to chill. And last but not least, the massive indoor garden center with a little half bath. Absolutely massive. As we can see, it is on the seaside in the Windenburg Cove, and all in all has beautiful landscaping, beautiful color, and it's a build I'm happy transformed into what it is. And that's all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all soon. Bye!